Superposition. Some of us have heard of it and some of us haven't. But what does it actually mean? Quantum superposition is one of the fundamentals in understanding quantum mechanics in general. Let's start off with a little experiment. So let's start off this experiment with testing an electron. We're going to test it for two characteristics. So in order to test the color of the electron, we need to put it through a color box. And after running the experiment, we are able to see that there is a 50% chance of the electron coming out as either blue or green. Let's test the shape. So now we'll put the electron through a shape box. After running this experiment, we are able to see that there's also a 50% chance of the electron being either a triangle or a rectangle. So in order to test if there's a correlation, let's start off by taking a rectangle and putting it through a color box. After running this experiment, we are able to see that there is still a 50% chance. That means that we get a result of no correlation between both shape and color. Now let's test an electron for both color and shape. So putting an electron through the color box, we can see the 50%, and putting it through a shape box is also a 50%. Since you've seen that all we tested were blue electrons, you would assume that the outcome for another color box would be 100%, right? Actually turns out that the answer is still 50%. All of the blue electrons split up and half become green and half become blue. You might be thinking maybe something's wrong with the color, but we have used the same color box as in the first line of experiments. So everything is running correctly, so how is it still 50%? Now we'll get into the Heisenberg's principle. This principle states that you can't measure both color and shape of an electron simultaneously. In this next experiment, we are substituting a regular shape box for the mirrored shape box. You would assume that we get 50% for each of the outcomes. However, the true outcome is 100% blue electrons. So where is the electron when it's going through the shape box? Well, this is what scientists had to call superposition. And this is the movement of particles when there is no real-world experience to tell us. So in the shape box, the electron is in a superposition of being both a triangle and a rectangle.